Green.
Welcome to our little effing kitchen. It's been a while because I just didn't want to make a video. But we are going to make a video today. Today we are going to make an ointment for pain, arthritis, pulled muscles, strains, and this should help with nerve pain from neuropathy, or maybe you've got some neck issues, some nerve pain traveling down your arms. It's good for sciatica. So I have our ingredients out, and this takes like 5 minutes to do. It's very simple. You don't need a lot, but there is some prep work that you have to do ahead of time so that you have what you need. And that is because of these oils. This one is olive oil that's been infused with plantain. Plantain's a very good pain reliever. And this one is St. John's wort, which a lot of people take internally for to enhance your mood. I don't recommend doing that, honestly, because if you're in a mood, chances are there's a reason for it. You just have to work through that. But it works very good for nerve pain. It also works for eczema, many types of dermatitis, bug bites. The plantain works great for bug bites as well. Also acne. Teenagers, I've been there. Just put a little dollop. So you just soak the herbs, you can use fresh or dried, in the oil in a dark place for a couple of weeks. I think this plantain stuff was in here for, I don't know, months. You just want to get the medicine out of the herbs and into the oil so you can use it. So you will need some beeswax. I just used my cheese grater and grated this up. We're going to melt that. That'll help firm it back up. I like to use coconut oil because it's very good for your skin, and this will help firm up the balm. You're going to need some camphor, clove, eucalyptus, lavender, can't read, tea tree oil, frankincense oil, and some menthol crystals, which you can order online. You want to get yourself some little containers of some sort. Sometimes I just save little tins, like if I bought a balm or a salve, just save them and reuse them. I picked these up special for this. They're very inexpensive. You don't want to use plastic, so you want to use metal or glass for this. Okay, so let's get to it. You want to have a double boiler system because you don't want the oils to get too hot to where they're sizzling, and it does take a little bit of time to melt everything. So I just have a regular pan with a glass bowl. You don't want to be mixing this up necessarily in all types of metal. This is stainless steel, this is fine, but I know some pans have like Teflon in them or aluminum, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in our pan. We're not going to be able to put very much in there, but any is better than none. Okay. And get that on our stove. Beeswax. Get a grater that you don't use for food. They're cheap at thrift stores. This is my cheese grater, which is now covered in beeswax. It's probably not going to come off. Don't be cheap like me. Okay, so let's get this on low. All the way low, guys. And we'll start with our ingredients. We're going to put in 1 cup of coconut oil.
Coconut.
Which reminds me of the lady, the coconut milk lady. Coconut milk. She does that. And the measurement's probably not going to be exact. That's okay. You could sing, Maddie. Background music on.
No.
Okay, let's get this melting. Here it goes. It melts pretty quickly. Then you want half a cup of each of your infused oils. So a half a cup of the plantain and a half a cup of the St. John's wort. It's very serious, you can tell. I just ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and I have jelly seeds in my teeth.
Mm-mm.
Then we can actually add our essential oils. And you actually want to use quite a bit. So, except for a couple. So the clove oil and the camphor, we're going to do about 10 drops of each of those. Those are very strong. And it comes out really fast. Okay. Here goes the clove. That came out fast. I'm going to say that that was 10. And then the others, we actually need quite a bit. So, for the yuc, lavender, frankincense, and tea tree, I'm going to do about 20 drops of each. 20 to 30, honestly. These come out really funny. They don't have to be exact, but you do need quite a bit. And these all have anti-inflammatory properties. That's why we're using them. And they soak into your tissue quite well. Which one didn't I do?
I don't know, take a whiff of it.
What's tea tree? I'll put more tea tree in. Let's put more lavender in. Why not? I like it. Whew. It's very calming. You feeling calm?
I don't know.
Okay, and then we're also going to go over here. We're going to keep stirring this so it melts faster. And bring our little menthol crystals.
Yep.
Turn that up a little bit. Melting.
Oh, that looks gross.
Okie dokie. So that took a little under 5 minutes to get the oils melted. We're gonna add our beeswax in now. You can buy them in little nuggets. I buy it like this from, we have a Amish community down the road and they have really good beeswax. But you want to do about a half a cup of little pieces.
Oh, excuse me.
And it does melt down very quickly. My God, Madeline. I need to make Maddie something for her flatulence. Gassy baby. Always a gassy baby. Just
Don't go airing my dirty laundry.
Rootin' and tootin' and tootin' and rootin'. So we're going to just stir that in again.
Because you always make beans.
Well,
Don't
I do
blame
make
me
a
for
lot
your
of
cooking
beans.
habits.
Just trying to keep us healthy, Maddie. These are troubling times in the kingdom.
Oh.
Beets are high
Your
in
beans
fiber.
just about kill me every time because Jesse shits up a storm.
Oh, it's bad. It's so bad.
You could build him a damn outhouse.
That's an excellent project. We could do a YouTube on that.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah,
I know it'll melt, but
it does melt. Let's turn the heat up a little bit here. Alright, so we've got that all the way dissolved. You want it all the way dissolved. So it just looks like you got oil. Alright. Now, menthol crystals. They come from the oils of corn mint. And then they extract the oil. And then they freeze it at negative 7.6 degrees if you want to know exactly. And that's how it turns into crystals. So you want to do 4 teaspoons. I have a half a teaspoon to dig in there, but we're going to do 4 teaspoons. So there's 2. And keep your face back when you do this because it can be very strong. And, okay, so there's another 1 heaping, half teaspoon, so that's 1 teaspoon. Okay. And they're really beautiful. They look like little pieces of quartz. And they melt just over room temperature. So it only takes a second. I kind of want mine a little stronger. Use your judgment how hot or cold, or however you want to say that you feel it. Some people like it really cooling, very, very cooling. And some people have more sensitive skin. So you know your body. I don't know who the hell you are. Maybe you have skin like leather. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're a delicate flower. You know? So you do want to keep it in mind how you like your skin. Unless you're making this to sell, just stick with the 4 teaspoons because that's generally safe for most people. Okay, so once that is all melted, which it is, we can get it right into our little jars.
zipper's falling off.
Which are over here. So I'm going to bring this over here. That's what I'm going to do. Matlin. So if you were to use plastic, as soon as you would put the warm liquid into this, you're going to start releasing plastic into your medicine, which is obviously, it's avoidable. So let's avoid it. So this is kind of like, you know, like a Tiger Balm or something like that. The commercial products are not of this quality though, because they use a lot of petroleum products. So you're rubbing gas products all over your skin, which you don't want to do. I don't think. I don't see how that could be beneficial. So then the trick is to do this without making a mess.
Tough luck.
You have a crappy baking sheet. That's a good way to go. Because it'll catch all your drips. And this usually makes about 6 of these little jars. These are 2 ounces. I think I went a little heavy with the coconut oil this time. Ooh, and I just touched my face. Very cooling. Yep, that's some good shit. It does help to have a little funnel. You guys know I'm messy. Messy little piggy. So then, yeah, you just want to not make a big fat mess, but if you do, it's okay.
You can just scrape right off the pan.
I think Bob Ross would say, it's a happy little mess. Bob Ross was right all the time.
Bob Ross is always right.
Ross is he's my hero. I'm glad we went a little heavier with the menthol. That feels wonderful on my face. So I have some really effed up discs in my neck on a couple levels. I'm going to have them fixed pretty soon. But it's creating a lot of nerve pain. down my arms, and actually in my face. So nothing's really helped that, which prompted me to make this, because the balms and ointments that are available to you in the store, maybe there's one out there, but I have not found one that contains St. John's wort. And the research on that shows that it is quite effective for nerve pain. And everybody knows that nerve pain is a tricky one. The medications they give you for that, gabapentin, Lyrica, pregabalin, those have horrible, horrible side effects. They're very dangerous. I think they should be taken off the market. And they're not very effective. And then, of course, when you stop taking them, you're going to have a whole different set of side effects that are very, very dangerous. So if you can find a way to get some relief from that nerve pain without having to take that poison, it's worth trying. Ooh, I did go a little heavy with the coconut oil. Yeah, it's not exact science. We're cooking. This all comes from the heart. And when I measure my oils, I do so with my heart. Can you see my eyes watering?
Not really, no.
Like all my respiratory tract is all cleaned out from all this menthol and eucalyptus. It's freeing.
If you say so.
I feel like I just snorted candy cane. It's very cooling, folks.
Very
Very cooling.
out of pocket.
Look how many we're gonna get. This is great news. Let's see if this is too hot to touch. It's really hot.
It is already setting.
It smells really fast. I can see how I can get that out of there. Maybe this towel. Waste not, want not. I'm not wasting a drop of this stuff. Ooh. Let's see. This smells a tiny bit of rum. Okay. So once you did that, you've got it all in your jars. Get your vessel into the sink with some soapy water quick before it hardens up.
So,
Otherwise, you'll have to scrape that out of there. Or, well, no, you can heat it back up again if you want to. So now all we have to do is let them finish setting up. It usually takes about 20 minutes. You can see it start to set up there. And then we're going to put our lids on. So we're just going to wait a few minutes and we'll come right back as soon as that's set up so we can see what it looks like. And yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. Magically I've set up. It really doesn't take very long. Okay, so here's our balm, salve, ointment, whatever you want to call it. Muscle sprains, bruises, neuropathy, sciatica, anything like that. This is going to be good for that. And it doesn't have all of those other bizarre chemicals and toxins that you shouldn't be rubbing all over your largest organ, which is your skin. So make some of this. You can store it in a cool place for, I don't know, 6 months to a year probably. And a little goes a long way. Don't put it in your eye. Don't put it up your nose. I guess you could eat it, but I don't think you should because it's going to burn your mouth. Go make something.